Today, we're diving deep into The Secret Stash, the under-the-radar, quietly brilliant thriller and crime series on Netflix that you are absolutely sleeping on. These are the shows without the billion-dollar marketing budgets, but with all the heart-pounding, edge-of-your-seat storytelling. So welcome back to Series Finder, and let's get into it. First up, imagine a detective so brilliant, yet so broken by a past tragedy that he's banished to the basement to handle cold cases everyone else has forgotten. That's the setup for this absolutely masterful British adaptation of a beloved Nordic noir series. Our lead, played by the incredible Matthew Goode, is a mess of guilt and genius, and his dynamic with his new incredibly patient partner is pure gold. They're not just solving crimes, they're giving voices to victims who've been silenced for years. The mood is so dark and atmospheric, you can almost feel the Danish chill, and each case is more intricate and heartbreaking than the last. It's a character study wrapped in a mystery, and I was completely consumed by it. For a stunning, gritty crime saga from the creator of The Queen's Gambit, you need to watch Dept Q. All right, get ready for some serious family drama with a massive side of danger. This one stars Jude Law as a guy who's built a perfect life, a successful New York bar, the whole deal. But that life comes crashing down when his chaotic, estranged brother, played by a fantastically against-type Jason Bateman, shows up with a crew of very scary loan sharks on his tail. This isn't a linear story. It starts with a bang, and then flashes back to show you how this beautiful disaster unfolded. The tension is phenomenal because it's so deeply personal. It's about old wounds, family loyalty, and the terrifying cost of past mistakes. The performances are next level, and you'll be on the edge of your seat wondering how far these brothers will go to save each other. For a raw, emotional, and brutally tense crime drama, you have to check out Black Rabbit. Politics fans, this is your ultimate what would I do nightmare scenario. A brand new British Prime Minister, played by the always amazing Saran Jones, is in France to broker a huge deal when she gets the news. Her husband has been taken hostage. The demand? She must resign. Immediately. What follows is a blisteringly fast-paced game of international cat and mouse, where every second counts, and no one can be trusted. The genius twist? The French president, a stellar Julie Delpy, is being blackmailed too, forcing these two powerful women into a desperate alliance. It's a razor-sharp thriller that's less about action and more about the unbearable pressure of leadership and love. My heart was in my throat the entire time. For a slick, smart, and utterly gripping political thriller, look no further than Hostage. Now, let's swap political intrigue for the raw, untamed wilderness. This one stars Eric Bana as a National Park Service agent whose life is already shadowed by personal tragedy. When a woman's body is found at the base of El Capitan in Yosemite, he's pulled into a murder investigation that forces him to confront the park's dark secrets and his own haunted past. This is so much more than a procedural. It's a powerful drama about grief, redemption, and the fierce, wild beauty of nature. The setting is a character itself, breathtaking and deadly. It's a slow burn, but the emotional payoff is huge. I felt like I was right there with him, breathing the pine air and unraveling the mystery. For a profound, beautifully shot, and emotionally resonant mystery, you must experience Untamed. Ever have a minor panic attack when your Wi-Fi drops for 5 seconds? Yeah, well, amplify that by about 1 billion. This terrifyingly plausible miniseries starts with a massive cyber attack that takes down the entire US power grid. Chaos erupts instantly. To investigate, they bring in the only person everyone still trusts, a beloved former president, played by the legendary Robert De Niro. But here's the twist. As he hunts for the shadowy culprits, he's also battling his own fading memory. It's a paranoia-fueled conspiracy thriller where the enemy isn't a country, but an idea, and it's hiding in plain sight. The all-star cast is phenomenal, and the show masterfully blends a global crisis with a deeply personal story. It will make you want to unplug everything and live in a cabin. For a paranoid, pulse-pounding thriller that feels ripped from tomorrow's headlines, get into 0 Day. Who doesn't love a good, old-fashioned murder mystery in a ridiculously fancy setting? This one takes us inside the White House for a screwball whodunit that is an absolute blast. When the chief usher is killed during a state dinner, a brilliantly eccentric detective, played by the fantastic Uzo Aduba, has to solve the case. The catch? She has over 150 suspects, from the president, a perfectly cast Giancarlo Esposito, to the kitchen staff. It's part crime thriller, part juicy political satire, and all delight. The writers brilliantly weave together laugh-out-loud dark comedy with genuine moments of suspense. It's the perfect watch with a glass of wine show. Not too heavy, but clever and engaging enough to keep you guessing. For a witty, charming, and clever mystery, step inside The Residence. This next one is pure, stylish, spy versus spy fun. Keira Knightley is a London socialite with a deadly secret. She's a spy selling secrets to a private intelligence agency. But when her secret lover is murdered, her double life collapses, and her agency sends her a protector, a razor-sharp assassin played by the wonderful Ben Whishaw. Their chemistry is electric, witty, fierce, and deeply loyal. The action sequences are sharp and stylish without being overly flashy, and the plot zips through the London underworld with fantastic energy. It's a fantastic blend of relationship drama and genuine, heart-pounding spy intrigue. I was totally invested in their mission and their banter. For a classy, action-packed thriller with a brilliant duo at its core, don't miss Black Doves. All right, prepare your hearts for this one. It's the 1980s in New York, and Benedict Cumberbatch is a puppeteer spiraling out of control after his young son vanishes on the way to school. In his desperate grief, he becomes convinced that if he can just build a giant, grotesque blue monster puppet his son designed, the boy will come home. This show is a haunting, surreal, and deeply moving exploration of grief, guilt, and a city in decay. Cumberbatch gives a raw, unhinged, and absolutely mesmerizing performance. It's weird, it's heartbreaking, and it's utterly unforgettable. For a unique and emotionally devastating psychological thriller that is nothing like you've seen before, you have to witness Eric. Time for a change of pace. Let's head to the rugged, gorgeous Irish coast for a mystery that's part true crime podcast, part dark comedy. A trio of podcasters, a hilariously optimistic American, Will Forte, and two very reluctant Irish colleagues head to a small town to investigate the mysterious disappearance of 3 people decades ago. The town is full of quirky, secretive characters who may or may not be telling the truth. The vibe is wonderfully off-kilter, balancing laugh-out-loud, fish-out-of-water moments with a genuinely intriguing and creepy mystery. It's the perfect show for when you want a thriller but don't want to be completely traumatized. It's charming, clever, and has so much personality. For a quirky, hilarious, and mysterious palate cleanser, you'll love Bodkin. And for our final pick, we're going on a deeply psychological and emotional journey to 1980s Colombia. A professor returns home from a trip to find his wife in a complete state of mental shock, with no memory of what happened. His desperate search for answers pulls him into a labyrinth of dark family secrets, generational trauma, and a dangerous connection to the emerging drug trade. This is a slow-burn, atmospheric drama that unfolds across 2 timelines, masterfully building suspense not with action, but with heartbreaking reveals. It's a haunting portrait of love, memory, and the ghosts of the past. It's subtitled, but trust me, you'll be so captivated you won't even notice. For a truly mesmerizing and unsettling psychological drama, descend into Delirium. And there you have it. If you're craving more, we've got you covered. Click here to check out our video on the top war miniseries you should see. And if you found even one new show to love from this video, do us a huge favor and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. So, thanks for hanging out. Catch you on the next one.